I'm really looking forward to wearing something that is not this or that blue jumper. So the house is done. Just kidding. This isn't the house.
Psych.
We're on our holidays. It's 5:55. So very, very early, but I woke up and I realized it was about to be sunset, so I've come, sunrise, so I've come to see it. So I realised I was half asleep. I probably didn't give you a proper hello. So hello. We are obviously not at the house, and we are obviously not renovating this week. We are on what I'm calling a well-deserved holiday. Tom and I used to be pretty big travellers, I would say, or at least we went on trips just us two quite a bit, but the last trip that we did just us two was actually way back in December of 2019. So our first trip out again as a couple. I mean, it's definitely nothing like what we usually do. We are all in an all-inclusive in Sharm el Sheikh, which is about as far from the type of holiday you'd go on as us as possible, but we needed rest, relaxation, somewhere that was hot this time of year, but not too far to travel for a week, and had good kite surfing and good diving. So this really is just the spot. I'm gonna grab some coffees, take them up to Tom, then we can get cracking on day one. Look who's up.
We're up.
Now for food. So after us making fun of all-inclusive for 12 hours, Tom remembers why he used to love it as a kid.
All the foods in the world.
Something I've noticed here that I genuinely thought was a joke my entire life is that people actually come down to the beach at 7 in the morning and put down their towels to reserve them for later on. And those people, I'm telling you, are the same people who used up all the petrol in England a few weeks ago. And I refuse to join them. I'm not doing it. I'd rather lay on the sand.
I think that's stupid.
Tom wants to shotgun a towel. It's now 9:30. On my way to the beach. Tom's just gone to the room to get the sun cream, some headphones, some speakers, some cards, but I've obviously been on my high horse all morning about not shotgunning chairs, so I'm on chair duty. sun lounger duty. And I'm hoping we'll be in luck. I've absolutely fucked it. There are towels on every single one. All of these good ones with sofas are gone. And this is what we've got.
Because you have your principles. So
These are comfier, they're better for your back.
no, they're not.
They're better for your back. Okay, it's been a while since we checked in, mainly because we have been in a world of trouble. I have a bad stomach. Tom's had a bad stomach.
But not only a bad stomach.
Not only a bad stomach.
Autumn made me do a workout yesterday and I can't walk properly.
Yeah,
Hobbling along.
Tom's been working on the house so hard that he's not lifted weights, I would say, in about 3 months.
Yeah.
And he did a HIIT class yesterday, a 30-minute one at that, and that's all it's taken to wipe him out.
And I also thought I got a bit too much sun today because I've got such a bad headache.
Yeah,
so
we've been shattered.
I'm broken. I'm a broken
anyway,
man.
we've just downed a couple of espressos, and we've taken ourselves to the old market, and I wanted to whip out the camera to show you this unbelievable building. This is Sahaba Mosque in the old market, and I don't think the camera's doing it justice, but it looks so cool. Neither me nor Tom is overly into designer labels or shopping or anything like that. So apart from the mosque, for us, the Old Town didn't have too much to offer. It's definitely nice and lit up and somewhere to go outside of your hotel. If you're in the area and you fancy a walk around, fine, but it wasn't our favorite spot. So we didn't last very long.
Gobble, gobble.
So as part of our hotel, you get 3 restaurant dinners a week. And this is the first of 3. We've had 3 cocktails before we got here. I'm currently eating the butter like it's hummus. And there is live music behind us, which is very, very good. So, we went to the shops and we got some snorkels. After 2 days of laying in the sun and feeling like pure shit. But now we're out. Going to be booking diving today. But for now, a snorkel will do, because it's pretty nice, even this close to the beach. Come take a look.
Autumn.
So while we were coming back in, there's been sectioned off for where the lifeguards look, and we went out of
Obviously,
that
that's what we would do.
You know, as like the coolest explorers would. But when I was coming in, they were both looking at me, so I was like, oh, I'm just going to show them how deep I can go. And I went to go, but as I was breathing in my big breath, a wave came, so I just swallowed so much salt water that now my mouth feels like I've eaten an Honest burger. Later that day, we headed out for some quad biking in the desert. I was looking forward to it until Tom let me know that we weren't insured for quad biking, and after that, I got a little bit nervous. I'm naturally nervous in cars or on bikes, particularly scooters, so I was kind of bricking it. But once we got out there, it was pretty fun.
I think I rock them better anyway.
And it turns out I am the slowest in the group, by far.
But yeah, not just slow, like snail pace.
They keep having to turn back for me. I'm terrified of tipping over. This is like my biggest fear. Absolutely stunning.
Yeah, it's really nice.
It kind of feels like you're on Mars. That's the only way I can describe it.
Oh my god, yes. Wow.
Did I just make it a lot cooler for you?
Yeah, you really have. Sick.
If you told me 5 years ago that Tom and I would spend our holidays exercising, not drinking too much and getting good night's sleeps, I'd be pretty surprised. But over time, we care a little bit more about using our holidays to relax instead of being hungover and feeling horrendous. Just finished a very zen yoga session during sunset, which by the way looks absolutely unbelievable. We nipped to a diving centre earlier today and we've booked 2 dives tomorrow. Now, not too much drinking tonight. I can't wait. It's been over a year, or over 2 years since either of us last dived. So, really looking forward to going again. Let me show you the sunset. It's stunning. Is it strong?
Yeah, strong. Really good mix.
And I said we weren't drinking tonight. Good morning! The day has arrived. We're finally going diving. It is 6:30 in the morning and we drank a lot of red wine last night, so feeling okay-ish. Tom?
Feel fine.
Tom doesn't get hangovers.
Diving. I'm a little bit nervous for this morning. A few years ago when I was in Colombia, I went diving and it was in the middle of nowhere and we found this dive shop. It looked a little bit dodgy, but it was PADI verified, so we thought it'll be fine. It's been tested and whatnot. So we went diving, went through this shipwreck, which was incredible. It definitely went further down than we should have for our skill level. That all went fine, and then on the second dive, we were about 20 meters down, and I just heard a massive explosion. And I looked down, and I can see the air gauge go all the way to 0, and I completely run out of air. I swam over to a dive instructor, literally out of breath, continuing to blow bubbles, but we're just swimming over. It felt like forever for me to get there, but I eventually grabbed his leg and was like, I'm out of air, no air, no air. So what he does, he panics and he just brings me all the way to the top. And at this moment, when he's bringing me to the top, all I'm thinking is just like, I'm going to get the bends, I'm going to get the bends. We're in the middle of nowhere, I'm going to die. So I'm a little bit nervous about today, but hopefully the beautiful fish we're going to see today will put my mind at rest.
And I think if there's anything to be taken from that, it's never, ever leave your body. Because as long as you've got oxygen, you'll be absolutely fine. So, no wandering off, Tom.
Pressure goes to it and it stops. It even stops. It stops it. It basically pauses it as well when you're filming.
Yeah. We were down there for about 5 minutes, and the GoPro just turned off and would not turn on again. So spent the entire dive thinking we owed our friends a brand new GoPro. So we don't. All is well.
Thank you, Becky. I was so worried I had to buy you a new GoPro.
The rest of the trip was just spent enjoying the hotel, sitting in the sun and lapping up 30 degrees before going home for a very long winter of renovating. I hope you enjoyed seeing a bit of our lives outside of the renovation, and it definitely was a very much needed holiday. We're both feeling super good, ready to get back into the work and get our house ready for next summer. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to see a bit more of our renovations, or now a bit more of our lives outside of renovations, please hit the subscribe button. We put out new videos every single Wednesday, and I'll catch you next week. Goodbye.